The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency and Okuma.
Hey folks, Fred Golofaro here for this week's video fishing forecast, and I hate to call it a fishing forecast. There really isn't a whole lot going on, to be honest with you. Weather continues to play havoc with the cod fishing. This week it looks like Sunday might be a decent shot at getting out on the cod grounds, but it's tough to get a read on the codfish action. There's so few trips being sailed between bad weather, rough seas, the Viking Star out of Montauk and the Captain Owl out of Point Lookout. They each sailed on Sunday. They both got out last Wednesday. Those were the only 2 days I have any cod reports for, really, with the exception of one charter boat. And fishing was slow in both areas both those days. Captain Nick on the no time, he had Captain Joey Leggio and a couple of friends aboard one day last week, and they managed some cod. They had to break ice in order to get to the inlet. They fished out of Deb's at a Bay Park fishing station, but they did manage some cod. Despite all the negative reports, and just to show you where there's a will, there is a way, I give you Nicole Cooke, aka Nikki Girl, who with her partner Joe, they always seem to get their fishing in. And while many of us were indoors at Hofstra University Student Center prowling the aisles of Striper Day, or hunkered down at home watching NFL playoff games, she was busy pulling a dozen carp. She had a few bass and a pickerel from Argyle Park in Babylon. This is one girl who just never seems to get enough of fishing, and she always manages to catch fish, whether it's from a boat, off docks, in the surf, fresh water. Doesn't seem to matter, and she's fast becoming one of Long Island's better anglers. Keep an eye out there for her. Hey, if you're looking to get state park fishing permits this year, don't forget the deadline was moved up last year. It's the same this year. You have until March 31st to get those permits, or you're going to have to wait until the Tuesday after Labor Day. Fees did go up. The beach vehicle permit is up to $80 this year. It's been a long time since there's been an increase. Camp Hero is $40. The night sport fishing permit is $35. And Comset permits were sold out the first week. There's a 500 limit on those. They were gone right away. Another thing to keep in mind, besides that March 31st deadline, and really don't wait until the end. There were long lines last year. A lot of waiting time. If you have time, run down, get your permits now. You will also need your saltwater registry. That was required last year also. A lot of people were caught off guard by that. Make sure you have that saltwater registry when you go down. We also have the dates for the Montauk and South Shore Classics. We just set those. I was just in a meeting the other day. Montauk Classic will be September 21st to the 23rd. The South Shore Classic will be October 12th to the 14th. All right, so mark those dates down on your calendar. And as January winds down, speaking of the calendar, the New York Boat Show will be docked at the Jacob Javits Convention Center from next Wednesday through Sunday, January 28th. Hours Wednesday to Friday, noon to 9, Saturday 10 to 9, Sunday 10 to 6. Be sure to visit our booth. We'll be there, of course. You can get a pair of Star aluminum pliers or a dry bag for any new or renewed subscription. You can also check out this year's Dreamboat Grand Prize over at the Steiger booth if you're looking for a little extra motivation for this coming season. And speaking of boat shows, if you're wondering about the Long Island Boat Show, we've had no information on that up till now. Just got word it will take place, but it'll be at the Nassau Coliseum again, its old stomping grounds in a new building, and it's going to take place in April rather than February. We'll keep you posted as more info becomes available on the dates and more specifics on that show. And a week from Saturday, January 27th, you can catch the Long Island Fishing Flea Market at Hibernian Hall, 27 Locust Avenue in Babylon. That's hosted by the New York Coalition for Recreational Fishing. Tickets are $4. The hours are 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And you'll find lots of good deals on rod, reels, and assorted tackle. If you need more info, call 516-647-8492. Hey, until next week, Fred Golofaro, stay warm. Try to get some kind of fishing in if you can. And until next week, for thefisherman.com.
The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency and Okuma.